What is correlation? Objectives: to show different scatter plot of correlation, to solve some problem solving using correlation. Let's try to understand if there is a relation between these two variables, the egg, and the other one, a COVID-19 or to stop COVID-19. Is there a relationship between this one? Sometimes it has a relation or positive correlation. Others says it is negative correlation. The other says it has no correlation. Why is it positive? Do you think an egg can give a good immune system? In order to have not too severe our COVID-19. Because if you have a good immune system, number one possible solution to it is an egg. No relation, because egg is not a medicine. It is just only a food. Or it can be negative correlation. There is no effect on to cure the COVID-19. Let's try to understand if there is a relation between these two variables, the math and the science. We consider that the science, there is a problem solving. So it can be a relationship, no correlation, or negative correlation. But others say it is more positive correlation. How about this one? Let's try to understand if there is a relation between these two variables, the sun and to stop the COVID-19. The sun considered as an X, and then Y is considered as to stop COVID-19. Why? Because sun can be also a vitamin D every morning. You will get a good immune system. So, if you have a COVID-19, it will not predict in order to become severe. Am I right? So, maybe it has a relationship, not correlation because sun is not a medicine. There is no medicine for COVID-19 yet, but it has a vaccine, or it has a negative relationship. So later, we will try to understand on how to compute the correlation. Let's try to understand if there is a relation between these two variables, the height and the weight. Do you think the height has a relation to the weight? The height is the x and the y is the variable. So these are the two variables. So these are the correlation. What is correlation? If the two variables move in the same direction, that is correlation. Look at this figure. So you will see you can see in this photo it has -1, +1, or less than -1. What is scatter plot? A type of plot of mathematical diagram using Cartesian coordinates to display the value for typically two variables for a set of data. If the points are called color, shape, and size, one additional variable can be displayed. The data are displayed as a collection of points, each having the value of one variable, determining the position on the horizontal axis, and the value of other variable determining the position on the vertical axis. So the linear relation can be either positive or negative. So this is what you call the Pearson correlation coefficient. Sometimes it is used by the calculator. So this is what you call the positive perfect one, value of correlation. And the other one, perfect negative one, correlation. So you have strong positive correlation. So this is what you call the scattered plot lines. So we have the strong positive correlation, we have the weak positive correlation, strong negative correlation, weak negative correlation, moderate negative correlation, or no correlation. So sometimes when it comes positive, for example, is there a relationship between the score and the grade? So if you have a good score, you have a good grade. So you have, for example, 100%. Your grade always increase as 100%. So you have positive one correlation. For example, your height. Your height, for example, your height and weight. It means to say your height is always increased year by year. Okay. How about strong negative correlation? For example, in business. So it means to say, uh, what is there any relationship between the economy and the income? Like for example, the COVID-19 today. So there is always a negative value. Why? Because of the COVID, everything is stuck in business. No income, no jobs, low lying economics. So there is a relationship. So this is what you call weak negative correlation. And the other one is moderate negative. And no correlation. So it's scattered. It means to say there is no relationship. So the value will be negative. So formula for the Pearson R. So we have the R. Take note, we have the R. Later we will use this formula. We have the R. And then N. Summation of xy minus the total of x and the total of y divided by square root of n. Summation x squared minus summation of x times 2 squared multiplied by summation y squared minus summation of y squared. So where n is the number of their scores, summation of x and y, to sum the product of their scores, summation of x or the sum of scores, summation of y squared, summation x squared, sum of the x squared scores, and summation y squared, sum of squared y squared. So this would be the Pearson R. Take note that n is the number of their scores. So later, we will discuss the lesson or we will have an example on how to complete this one. So what are the sizes of correlation? So if the interpretation, so these are the sizes of correlation. So if you have the value of 0.1921, it means to say you have a very high positive correlation. And the other one, negative 9021, you have negative correlation. So you will see these are the interpretations. So if you got 0.70 to 0.90, you have high positive correlation. And then negative 70 to negative 90, you have negative correlation. And then 0.50 to 0.70, you have moderate positive correlation. And negative 50 to 0.70, you have negative correlation. 0.30 to 0.50, you have low positive. And negative 30 to 0.30, you have negative correlation. So if you have 0.30, 0.00 to 0.30, negligible correlation, or 0.02 to 0.30, negligible correlation. So let's have a problem. Determine the correlation. So these are the correlations. These are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the age are 40, 21, 25, 31, 38, 47. And their weight, so age of 40, he has a weight of 78. 21, she has a weight of 70. 25, we have 60. 31, we have 55. 38, 80. And then 47, we have 66. So, first, you have to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 40, 78. All you have to do is multiply 40 times 78 is 3,120. 21 times 70, 14,070 or 1,470. 25 times 60, 1,500 or 1,500. 31 times 55, 1,705. 38 times 80 is 3040 or 3,040. 47 times 66, 3,102. So first you will get the total. Find the total, then add. So 3120 up to 3102. The answer is 13,970. X squared. How do you will get the x squared? 40 times 40 is 6,600. 21 times 21, 441. 25 times 25, 625. 31 times 31 is 961. 38 times 38 is 14,000. 1,444. 47 times 47 is 2209. Same as this one. You multiply 7 times 78 is 6, 60, 84. 7 times 70 is 4,900. 60, 3,600. And if you will add, the total is 28,365. So how do we get the 0.35? Using the formula of the correlation. So again, you substitute the solution of 6 times. Let's go back again the formula. Guys, the formula of Pearson R. You just only substitute the 6. The value of summation of and then so on. Then, you will divide square root 6, 7,280, 202 times 2, and then multiply. You multiply first this one, multiply 6 times 2, and after that, 40. So, you will get, after you multiply this one, you will get 83, 6,200, and then 202, 409, and then 43, 6,300 times, and so on. You will subtract this one, you get 1,004, and then you subtract, so 2,876 times 2,909. So, multiply before you square root, take note it doesn't square root. So, 1,004 divided, so the Pearson R is 0.35. So, it is low positive correlation. You will use the value, positive value.